about 9 in the morning and we're about to start the longest day in travel ever. Starting with a drive to the Bangkok airport. We made it to the airport and I'm flying a new airline. I'm not sure if they're a new airline, but it's a new airline for me. Xiamen Airlines. The cheapest as well as the most efficient way to get to LA, which is where we needed to go, is on this airline called Xiamen, and it has a layover in China as well. And honestly, I have no idea what to expect from this airline. Never even heard of them before. But they're not off to a great start because it's like 2.5 hours until we leave. We've arrived and there's a massive line and no staff, and the check-in hasn't even opened. So this might be a bit of a mission today. This might be a bit of an adventure, potentially a misadventure through China. Let's go. So far, Xiamen Airlines is not getting glowing reviews from me. That took us well over an hour just to get through the line, and there's still a mass of people there. Kind of frustrating when the check-in is that slow. But we're checked in. Now it's time to head through airport security. Got to the airport really early with grand plans of getting breakfast and something to drink and chilling out, maybe getting some work done. It's now 15 minutes until we're supposed to board, so that's definitely not happening. And what a mission. I think that's the longest it's ever taken me to get from check-in stage all the way to the gate. But the good news is I still haven't beeped through airport security. And the other good news is I'm going to China for 5 hours, random. Goodbye, Thailand. Next stop, Xiamen, China. Hello. Yeah. Made it to Xiamen. We have like 5 hours here. Hopefully we can find something to do to kill the time. Have no idea what this place is like, but 3 things about that flight. 1, it was an old plane. 2, there was tons of legroom and actually the surface was pretty good. And 3, that landing was awesome. Really cool scenery. So that was kind of ridiculous. Turns out we needed transit visas when we got here, even though we're just in transit. It's 72-hour transit visa. And the most ridiculous part wasn't the hour wait in line to go through the typical bureaucracy. The ridiculous thing is that I have a whole half of my page stamped now, and I really, really don't like passport stamps. It's my annoyance, because then I need to get a new passport sooner. Anyways, I feel like I've kind of been standing in line all day today, and I think we have like 3 hours left until our flight to LA. And on that flight, we're gonna do a little bit of time traveling.
Are you finished, Mr. Slade?
No. So a little bit of an update on this transit through Xiamen, which has been ridiculous, kind of almost hysterically hilarious and totally Chinese with all the bureaucracy. We went through immigration to go out, got our boarding pass on the outside, so like officially in China, and then we had to go right back through immigration to exit the country. So we entered and exited the country. The whole process took about 2 hours, and we're back in the airport, literally where we were on the other end of these 2 hours. We have 3 hours here, so we're gonna get something like really, really typical Chinese over these 3 hours. Something like Burger King, I think.
I'm just getting warmed up.
yeah. That was definitely the most random layover ever, but it's time to time travel. It's December 3rd at 10 p.m. right now. And now it's December 3rd at 6 p.m., 4 hours earlier than we took off. Today was kind of crazy actually because we saw sunset twice. Both times from airplanes, both the same day. And now we're gonna go pick up a rental car, and we've got a special pickup to meet a new friend before finding our hotel. Obviously we made it to LA, and we waited in the Avis rental car line for like an hour plus, and it just felt like we've been in lines for the entire day, and it feels like the longest day ever because it kind of has been. So even though it's late here in LA, we decided we just needed to get out and do a little bit of something. So we stopped at Santa Monica Pier, and it's Jody's first time here, so that's kind of fun. Let's go check it out. What's going on, guys? What up?
Hey!
One of the beauties of being in the US is people are not camera shy at all. I love it.
On the coastline, on the other shore, there could surely be a fee in payment for my finest hours. When you were standing next to me.
Made it into our hotel here just at LA airport, where we're gonna crash for the next 5 hours because we're on the plane again in like 7 hours. We've got an early morning flight to Mexico City tomorrow morning, but we've taken care of business here in LA. And you know, today was a long day. Not only just physically, but proverbially, as I learn how to speak again. It was a really long day. We spent so much time in lines. I felt like most of the day was spent in lines. In fact, most days have 24 hours. Since we traveled this way and crossed the timeline, today had like 38 hours or something like that. I feel like 30 of those hours was spent in lines. And it was a little bit infuriating, but we made it here. And now I have a new friend. My new friend is sitting here, laying on the bed. I'm gonna introduce you to the new friend. Here he or she is. A new Mavic. Remember, or maybe you don't if you didn't see the video, that I dropped the old Mavic Fido into the ocean. And in the past, I've been naming all my drones Fido. It doesn't matter which one. It's always been Fido. I decided I want to go with a new name. So I'm gonna let you guys decide on a name for this. The way you're gonna be able to name Fido. And in the description of this video, there'll be a link to my Facebook group. My Facebook group doesn't just have polls to name drones, but also image critiques, Instagram sharing, and a lot of fun stuff over there. So join the group if you want. Name the new drone, name the new Fido, and I guess I'm done jibber jabbing because I'm like starting to get a little bit fuzzy from jet lag. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.